So here I am, and I'm a little warm already, which you guys already know is kind of like an issue for me. I know we turned the air up, but being in this closet, the door is closed. It feels very like we're good. Can you guys hear me now? Confirm. Deny. All right, we got sound. It's a little bit more complex today. You guys should see this setup that Michael has. I have like a microphone above me, camera in front of me, a monitor, my screen over here. He's sitting like in the bathroom with a computer screen. It's absolutely crazy. But what I was saying when there was no sound is that we are here in my closet. It feels very like Brie Larson in Room. Like I'm trapped in here right now. The door is closed. I turned the air on, but I can't hear it. So you know what? I should have brought a ponytail holder in here because it's about to get real hot real fast. All right. So I am thinking where we'll start is kind of like the organizational form of all this. Then I'm going to go over some of my favorite pieces. I will go over things I think everyone needs to have in their closet and where I got them. And then I took some questions on Instagram, which I will answer. And they were really good questions. I was really impressed. Some of them I actually had to like Google. So here's the setup. Here's your behind the scenes look. I've got my chat over here. The microphone is up here. You guys, like I remember a couple years ago when I like first started the nines and I thought, oh my God, like I wish I had one of those boyfriends or husbands I could take photos for me. And like little did I know I was not thinking big enough. Michael is producer extraordinaire every day, but especially today. I'm so blown away by this setup. But so here's how we have everything organized. This is by far the biggest closet I've ever had in this new house. My old closet used to be like pretty much to here, and that was for everything. So being able to have all this room, I've really been able to organize the way I want. So what I do is I start over here. I just want to make sure I'm in here. I start with the long things, which are all my dresses, some skirts, and the way I categorize my dresses is I do like fancy ones at the end, so the ones I'm not really pulling for as much, and then more casual like stuff I would just throw on and wear. I try to do it by like color, but sometimes I just kind of hang things up in there and they don't get back to where they belong. While I'm over here, I guess, one of the things that I think is an essential that every person needs to have in their closet is a dress they feel really, really good in. And I am not going to say a little black dress because I just think that's a thing of like the 90s, the early 2000s. It can be loud. It can be printed. It can be a bright color. It just has to be something, a dress, skirt, whatever, that you have in your closet that if you throw it on, you're going to feel good. So mine, I honestly found this on a sale rack at Nordstrom last year. My sister was in town. David, if I'm loud, turn down your volume. But I got this, like, my sister and I, she was here in Vegas, and we were about to go out to dinner, and we had been drinking, and we were like, let's stop at Nordstrom, because it's on the Strip. And I found this dress. It has an open back. I love it. It has like this flowy arm. I love the print because I can wear it with sneakers. I can wear it with heels. It's just something I know I can put it on to go out to dinner, running around, to an event, and I'm going to feel really good in it. So whatever that is for you, if that's a suit, if it's a blazer, whatever it is, there has to be something in your closet that no matter what, if you're feeling bloated, if you're feeling ugly, you've got to be able to throw it on and go. So after dresses, like I said, I do skirts. I try to do it by length, so the longer ones first, followed by the shorter ones. If it's something that is either, like, let me find an example here. Something that is heavy, or I don't want to get any, like, pinch marks from a hanger, fold it over, always. And then you take it off, and you're good to go. Because this is a knit, so it's not something I would want to get those hanger marks in. I can't stand it when I'm wearing an outfit, and I have those little, like, clip marks in there. I just think it doesn't look refined, which I am. So after skirts, then I go into, and this is probably like the weirdest section of my closet, but I go into like decorative bras. I had a little obsession with them for a while, and I have 3 of them. This is like maybe one of the only perks of having a very small bust, is that you can wear these as tops and no one's going to say anything about you. So I have like a green sequin one. I've got this velvet one. I have one that's like a gigantic bow. If you are very petite on top, I highly suggest getting like some fun kind of bra looking tops, and you can wear them under a blazer, over a t-shirt. It's a perk of being petite. My hangers, all my hangers are, well, most of them, because I don't have enough. They're by Real Simple. I get them at Bed Bath & Beyond. Honestly, a lot of the times you can find them at like a Marshall's, or a TJ Maxx, and they're just really thin. They don't take up any room, so they're not going to be bulky or waste any space in your closet, which is very important to me. They're velvet, which I really like. They're very soft, and they actually come out so that they keep the shape of your garment. So they're not going to leave a crease. They're just going to make sure they really keep that nice shape, whether it's a jacket, a t-shirt. I absolutely love these hangers. You know you've got that Bed Bath & Beyond coupon. Get that thing out and spend it on hangers. Michael doesn't know this because he explicitly told me not to. But I guess he's going to find out now. He told me I really wanted an inflatable pool for the backyard, like a kiddie pool, because I want to be able to go in it, and I want Maple to be able to go in it. And I had a Bed Bath & Beyond coupon, and I found one on there for like $19.99. So, Michael, we have a kiddie pool coming. There is no Michael cam today because the cameras are all on me in my closet. So sorry. He's here. He's in the chat, but he is not on camera. Which also someone messaged me last night. I had a message request. And they were like, how old is Michael, with heart eyes? And I was like, he's 29, and also, I don't know if you know this, but he's married to me. I'll remember the one you had to return when you lived in the apartment. Mom, I'm not sure what you're specifying. All right. Next. So, after I do like those little bra toppy things, I go into tank tops, t-shirts, long sleeve, and then over here I have like jackets, blazers, sweaters. I try, like I said, to do it by color, just because it helps me, like if I'm outfit planning in my head and I just know like, all right, I'm going to be wearing these pants and I know a pink top is going to go with that, I go straight to the pink tops. But I think the most important thing is to organize by category. That way, you know, when you go in, I'm wearing a skirt today, they're all right there. I don't forget about items. I know that every skirt I have that's available to me is going to be right there. And I would say I reorganize my closet like maybe twice a year, because obviously it gets a little bit messy. Things get unorganized. Things fall apart. David, yes, if you could please keep it PG in the chat, I'd appreciate it. Dave is a very good friend of mine, but like maybe not after tonight if he's going to act a fool in the chat. How did I revamp my wardrobe? Ooh, this is a very good question. So I really did have to kind of redo my wardrobe when we moved from Michigan to Las Vegas, because I came in here, we moved here in July, almost 2 years ago, and I was wearing like thick jeans every day. And then by like the second month, I was like, I can't do this anymore. I can try to act really cool, but I'm not. I'm sweating like crazy and I'm chafing and it's ugly and I'm crabby. So I really had to buy things in the last 2 years. My focus has been on lighter fabrics, airier fabrics, a lot more cotton, linen, things that are really going to keep me cool. I shy away from buying really heavy pieces, which was very hard for me because like outerwear and sweaters are my absolute everything. My favorite thing in the world to shop for are coats and sweaters. So that's been hard. One sneaks in there from time to time. But so I'm thinking let's do like wardrobe favorites right now. And kind of my secrets to getting them. So I rarely ever buy anything not on sale or resale or at some kind of discounted price. Like I just am not able to go on Net-a-Porter and buy something full price. Like it's just not in me. The one thing that I do use all the time, it's an extension on your browser. If you don't have it, you're just online shopping wrong. It's called Honey, and it's an extension you put on your browser, and when you're on any website, literally any website, it'll tell you if it's disabled on the site, but usually it's not. But it automatically applies any discount code that is out there. So ones you wouldn't normally find, like it can be 10% off, 20% off, whatever, $10 off. You know that after you've run the page through Honey, you are getting a discount. It's unbelievable. Yes, we are from Metro Detroit, currently in Las Vegas, where it's very warm. So one of the other things I do is I shop a ton on the RealReal. Let me go over some pieces from the RealReal right now. I am an addict on there. The smartest thing you can do when you're shopping on the RealReal is to create channels. So like I have a channel for Mansur Gabriel. I have a channel for dresses in blue in my size. I have a sneakers channel. And it's like a feed almost, like you would see on Instagram, and you can swipe through and just see everything. And the other thing is there are all different appraisers on the RealReal. So it's not just like one person choosing the price of everything, and God bless them, but some just, they mess up and they don't know the value of things, or they don't check and they price it extremely low. And if you're on the site at the right time, you can get very lucky. So for instance, this is my favorite things in my closet right now. I love very extra pieces, something with a big sleeve, obviously, big skirt, colors, embellishments. That's totally my MO. I found this dress. It is a Prada dress, I think last collection. When I saw this on the RealReal, I went and I checked online. It was still on Moda for like $3,200. I got this, Mike, if you could show the full thing back there. I got this full with tags for $285. The person that appraised it was just like, you know what, it's the end of the day, I'm gonna throw a price on it. I got it for $285. It was still on Moda at the time. I think, like I said, for like $3,200. You just have to hunt the RealReal. You will find unbelievable stuff like this dress. I love finding like just little kind of like tank tops on the RealReal. Like I got this Isabel Marant one actually for free. Because if you sign up for the RealReal, like every couple months, they send you a $30 credit to your email, and there is no minimum of what you have to spend. So like this was literally $30. Applied my $30 credit, had to pay that annoying $11.95 shipping fee. But basically it was free. I mean, I count that as free. Do you guys? All right. Let's check in with the chat here. A go-to summer outfit when it's super hot. Dresses. And it doesn't have to be a specific kind of dress. It just has to be made of a really light fabric. A great brand for that is called Rhode, RHODE, which it is, to me, very expensive. But I have found it on the RealReal. It seems like it's always on sale on some website. You just kind of got to hunt around for it. Like, for instance, like I have, like all their dresses are beautiful fabrics. They're like cottons. You have to find a silhouette that you really feel good in. I know someone asked on my Instagram about like more petite dress shapes, so I will go over that later. But anything, the majority of my closet now is like cottons and linens because that's what's going to keep me cool in the summer. You don't need to pay to have a membership on The RealReal. You don't. You can to be a VIP, and then you can just, I think you get like early access to sales and items that come up first, but I pay nothing for it, and like the benefit, let me think of something else that I have found on there because I truly have a ton. Let me see if I can think of something. I get a lot of dresses on The RealReal, so if I know I have an event coming up, I create a channel for like evening dresses or cocktail dresses in my size, any color. A couple brands that The RealReal straight up like disrespects pricing wise are Marc Jacobs and Diane von Furstenberg. You can get a Diane dress or like any Marc Jacobs thing for like, I mean, I'm telling you guys, like $50 or less. Like I have 2 DVF wrap dresses just in case I'm going into like business woman mode. And I think I got this one for like $30 and this one for like $45 or $50. It's nothing, and they're like brand freaking new. Like I said, my mom instilled it in me. I'm a bargain hunter, a sale shopper. I have no shame because it's how I've been able to fill my closet with things that I think are great quality and things that I really love. Yes, and CDG. Like if you need comb play, anything, I've got Mike t-shirts off there. The RealReal is honestly really great for men because not that many men are shopping it, but a lot are selling to it. Like, men that have a lot of like designer clothes. I've gotten Mike a couple things on there, especially comb t-shirts. Oh, the vintage Dior nightie. Okay, I do have it here since you asked. All right, guys, I've been obsessed with shopping vintage. I wish I would have buttoned it up, but I have it over here because I'm going to hand wash it. But it's buttoned up, and it's like this. It has like this over robe, and it's like this pink chiffon with this beautiful lace, and you open it up. This is going to get a little sexy. All right, if you're under the age of like, I don't know, 18 on here, maybe close your eyes. Oh, it's backwards. And then it came with like this beautiful nightgown. I mean, look at that. And it has like a tie in the back, and you're just supposed to wear like high-waisted underwear with it. And then you wake up in the morning just like fresh out of bed, and you throw this robe on, and it's just like Etsy. You guys, Etsy for vintage. It's unbelievable. You're supporting small business. I have a post on my website, ninesblog.com. There's the plug about how to shop Etsy, how to shop any vintage, which I do want to go over vintage t-shirts here as well. The disrespect on TR it's so true. You all need to do our nightie and the sleepy gummies. Jenny, I could not agree more. That is my night. That is my evening. I actually keep like all my pajamas in this little bin over here. I'm a pajama-aholic. Michael can testify to this. Every time he sees me in new pajamas, he's like, oh my God, like Alex, control yourself. I'm like, I can't. I love them. My dress code for work. So I haven't had a dress code for work in many years. When we lived in Michigan, I worked at a store called Linda Dresner, and it was really just to dress nice, dress fashionable, hip. And now with Chloe Goslin, again, not really a dress code. I just dress comfortable, what I feel good in. I think my first job out of college was in sales. Oops. My monitor went out, sorry. My first job in college was in sales for a magazine, and I had to dress very business. So, like, I was a VIP at, like, Ann Taylor Loft, okay? Like, the petite section, that was my jam. And I was just wearing a lot of, like, suits, blouses, and it just, after I left there to work for Linda Dresner, because that was my dream job at the time, I really had to try to identify what my style was, because I got very wrapped up in I just need to buy clothes for work. I just need to buy business looking clothes. And on the weekends, I was just dressing in like, yoga pants and a t-shirt, because I felt like I couldn't really identify what my personal style was anymore. Working with Linda, I had to figure that out. And this is going to sound like very annoying and very bougie, but the first time I ever traveled to Europe for work, I went to Paris for work, and it changed my style completely. I had truly never seen women dress like that. They pulled off more masculine styles, things that were sexy without being like a tight dress, which I had always thought that's what sexy was. I was only like, what, 23? I had no idea. Like 2 years before that, I was at the Wayside at Central, like with a Forever 21 1290 miniskirt and a tube top. I mean, how was I supposed to know? So if you have, I see a question here, if you have a strict business attire for your office, I would say the biggest thing is find ways to make it you. So if you have to wear dress pants, whatever, find a blouse. Like, so when we first moved to Vegas and I was interviewing for all these like corporate jobs, because I didn't know of anything else out here, this was my interview blouse. I got it on sale at Saks. It's Alice and Olivia. And it was still, this is a great example. So this was still my, like, I wore dress pants. I wore black pants, and nice little shoes. But this was still my, like, business professional thing. So I was like, it has a tie. It's a blouse. And it was kind of like a conversation piece in my interviews. So find prints, silhouettes, that really speak to you and kind of find a way to make it into business. Or for instance, like I at the time was collecting like very cool blazers because I was interviewing like T-Mobile Arena. I was interviewing in a corporate office. So I was trying to find pieces that were still business, but like I said, that felt very true to me. I didn't want to lose my identity. David said hired. Thank you so much. Actually, they didn't hire me. The one place. Honestly, maybe I shouldn't be advertising that blouse because I wore that blouse for every interview. I didn't get a single one of those jobs. But the one job I did get, with Chloe, I wasn't wearing that. So, I mean, like, listen to me. But maybe don't. Back to vintage. So I know I gave Newness this link, but something I think is a great style secret to really make your style your own is vintage t-shirts. And my favorite place, it's a spot called ABC Vintage in Michigan, in Birmingham. And they just opened an online store. I think it's just abcvintage.com. I dropped it to Newness, but they just opened up online, and it's where I get all my vintage t-shirts. They range in price, and my big recommendation is to sort it from price low to high, because like the t-shirts I get are like $40, $50. But they have some really rare band t-shirts that go up to like $700. And I don't want you guys to log onto the website and be like, why is Alex trying to sell me a $700 vintage t-shirt? I'm not. I just think it's a really great way to have something casual in your closet, but it really makes style your very own. I actually just bought another one from them today. I'm very excited about it. Does Michael think I shop too much? 100%. There is not a doubt in my mind. He thinks I shop too much clothing. He thinks I have too many pajamas. He thinks I get too many beauty shipments. If there's like not a box at our door every day, like I think he thinks something is up. Let's see. One thing I want to say also as a style essential, I've talked about it in pretty much every style video I've ever done. You have to have a nice looking sweatshirt. I would say in the last 3 years, my style really turned over, and I said it can look nice, it can be a little bit fancier, but it has to be comfortable. Like even this, like it's got big sleeves, it's off the shoulder, but it's comfortable. It's a very lightweight fabric. It's not tight. It's not pulling at me. I know I can move around my day. I just stopped wasting money on stuff that is not comfortable. You're not going to wear it. You're not going to pull for it again. The biggest mistake we make as consumers, I think, is buying things that are one-offs. So you buy it because you're like, oh, I'm going to a concert and I have to get a new shirt for that, and then you never wear it again. Or even like a really formal event, fine. But a dress for like a wedding, I make sure if I'm going to be buying a dress for a special event, I can wear it in another way, somewhere else. I have made it like my life's mission to not buy anything that's a one-off. So invest in a really good sweatshirt. My favorite ones are from Entire World. I highly recommend like a nice heathery gray color. You can wear this with skirts, over dresses. Like yesterday I have this, what? Okay, sure. It's just like a little mini dress from Reformation years ago. throw a sweatshirt on over it. Mike, if I could get that wide shot, please. And I'm going to wear it with tennis shoes. It's like if you have a really nice sweatshirt, it goes from looking sloppy to very like cool girl, maybe a little like hype beast. If I understand hype beast correctly. I don't know if I do. All right. The top I am wearing is Caroline Constas, I think. And I actually got it a couple years ago. Something I usually do at the top of every season. I go through the collections. I like browse around on Net, on Moda, any website really, and I try to find stuff that I like, and then later in the season I buy it on sale. So this was one of those things. It was a top. I saw it on Saks Fifth Avenue's website about 3 years ago. I was like, I would never pay that much money for a shirt. I waited until it went on sale, got it for like 40 or 50% off. It was amazing. I'm always torn between color coding my closet and organizing by types of pieces. So I would say if you only are going to do one, organize it by pieces first, without a doubt, because then you are never going to, nothing's ever going to get lost. You're never going to forget about any pieces. If you go in, you're like, I really want to wear a long sleeve shirt today, you're not going all over your closet. You know you're going to be in one section. Then if you have time, it is nice to do it by color, but I wouldn't say it's as necessary. The most important thing is to organize it by pieces. And I tend to do it with the longer stuff in the front, and then I move back. Before I used to have it where like my t-shirts were in the front, but I don't know, it just felt weird to me. All right. Let's see. What else is a good staple? Oh, something I recently accumulated was an actual full suit. So I love buying blazers. But I really wanted to have a full set so I could wear it to events, to a cocktail party, and I am petite. I don't know if you guys know this, but like I'm only 5'1", like on a good day. So it was hard for me to find something that wasn't very overwhelming on my frame, or I looked like I was wearing like Michael's suit, because as much as I want to be like Dua Lipa in a suit with like my cool chunky sneakers, it's not gonna happen for me. So I got a great place to find petite suits is J. Crew, and I got this a while ago. The matching pants are in there. It's called the French Girl Blazer, so it doesn't have that lapel. It's very not busy. I don't like stuff that's too overwhelming up here, just like I said, I am petite, so I have to like create the illusion of not being. So J. Crew, if you're petite for suits, is wonderful. Don't just buy like don't just go to like Talbot's and buy a suit because you think that's where you're supposed to get one. Find something really cool, something that makes you feel good. That's my biggest things are comfort, and I have to feel good. It can't be fussy at all. If it is, I'm just never ever gonna pull for it. Yes, organize by pieces, then color. Great tip. The one thing I actually got rid of in my closet, I would say in the last couple months, are button-down shirts. So I was buying button-down shirts because I liked the way they looked on other people. I really cannot stress this enough. When you see images online of something and it's of someone wearing it and you get it and you're like, oh, I just don't feel the same, give it up. You don't need to look like that person. You can have your own style, your own silhouettes. Like, I can't wear what Emily Ratajkowski wears. She's always my example, but like I can't, because like her jeans are like down to here, and you know what, my jeans always come up to here. And that's what works for me. So I've only kept like 1 or 2 button downs, but I just realized finally like it's not for me. I see fashion tips for petites, and I am going to go over that through like I got a Q&A from Instagram at the end here. I also love so like I don't think I'm like a shopping addict. I'm a clothing collector. Okay? That's what you can tell everyone when they say, oh, you shop too much, like you're a shopaholic. I'm not. I'm a clothing collector. I collect things that it makes me happy when I come into this closet. It makes me happy, when I put them on. Oh, the other thing about that, I love Amy Song's style. Please know that most of your influencers are not buying, nor do they own a lot of the clothes they are showing on Instagram. They get sent it from PR, they wear it, and then they send it back. I think when I first started the Nines, I had no idea how I was going to keep up with influencers or bloggers just based on money. Like, how am I supposed to spend all this money on clothes all the time and always be current with what's out there? And I just found that I financially could not do that. So I really had to focus on just more creating a personal style rather than a trendy style. I think with more trends, you tend to waste a little bit more money. If it's something really cool and you want it, then of course, and you're going to wear it over many seasons, then great. But I think, especially with fast fashion, it's really easy to get caught up in like everyone's wearing big belts right now. I've got to go out and get some. Like, stay true to who you are through all trends, through all seasons. For me, I love collecting pieces that are over the top. You know, have a detail like a big sleeve, or like I said, like lots of embellishment. I got this top, and maybe some of you will remember this because I went through a whole saga of it on my Instagram. I got this top from Zara. I think this is actually the last thing I've bought from Zara because I'm trying my hardest to stay away from fast fashion. I'm really trying. I got this top from Zara, and the sleeve was about 4 times the size of this. This thing, like, on me, it went from like here to like way over there. It would reach the other side of the closet. So I took it to a seamstress. She cut the sleeve in half, and I actually wore this to my class reunion, my 10-year class reunion. And I remember a girl came up to me and she was like, "You're so brave. I could never wear something like that here." And I was like, okay, nice seeing you too for the first time in 10 years. I love being brave for wearing a sleeve. I don't know if anyone else feels this way, but I feel like when I turned like 27, 28, I just really stopped caring as much about what other people thought about my fashion choices. If I felt good in it, then I was okay with that. I think it's also something I learned through my last job, through my boss, Linda Dresner. She was just very like, her whole attitude was wherever you want. Like, I remember the first time I met her, it was on a photo shoot for her lookbook, and I remember the model there, and I said to Linda, "Oh my God, I would love to look like that." She had like crazy teased hair. She was wearing a crazy outfit. And Linda looked at me and she goes, "Why don't you?" And for the first time, I was like, why don't I? Like, if I want to look a little bit crazy, that's okay. It just has to be what you want to give out to the world. And if that's something that you only want to wear things that are black, or you only want to wear things that are neutral tone, or you're only going to wear animal prints, that is totally for you. And no one else can say anything about it. Remember that all hate, anything like hater, it all comes from a place of insecurity. And that's something I had to learn. And it's something I've even learned when I see someone and I'm like, oh God, like they look so good and that's so annoying. It's my own insecurity coming out onto them. While we're on the topic of Linda Dresner, this is a piece, speaking of pieces that are very special to me. I have a couple things in my closet that I will just never ever give away, almost like a wedding dress. Like, I will preserve it forever. Even if I don't have girls someday, like, I will just want it forever. This is a skirt. It's Dries Van Noten. It is from my old job, Linda Dresner, and I loved this thing so much, but it was so expensive. It was not in my budget whatsoever, and also, like, where am I going to wear a giant tulle skirt? But Linda knew that I loved it, and so it was at my bridal shower. She gave me this big box. I opened the box. I started crying. It was a skirt, and I recently did wear it to a wedding, and this is just something I really treasure. There's a lot of sentimental pieces in my closet, like things that I bought for myself with my first real paycheck, or something I really saved up for, and those are just things that it doesn't matter how many times I'm cleaning out my closet, which I probably clean out my closet like 4 times a year, so I guess quarterly. They will just never go away. I also have this totally impractical vintage Jill Sander like tulle dress, and that was the first thing I ever bought from Linda Dresner. It was the most expensive thing I had ever bought at that point. And it even has a little like rip in it now. It barely even fits. I'm not gonna ever. Like, even if I have sons, like someday I'm gonna be like, can you please just go throw this on for mom, please, and I'll get my enjoyment. What else? So another organizational thing that I recently just did here, on hangers I keep pants. So like trousers, dress pants, anything that's like a silk or is a little bit fancier. And then I don't know if you can see down here, Mike, if we go to that wide shot. I got some drawers. They're just from Target, and in there I Marie Kondoed my jeans, so they're like all up on their side. And then in here I have like workout pants, and then like printed jeans and jeans I don't wear as much. And I not hanging up my jeans really helped me free up a lot of space. I feel like I can see them better. It's not, what just fell? Oh, nothing. The only thing I don't really have a handle on is like I just have all my jewelry and perfume right now on top of this thing, and like I can't really see it. So I've got to get that figured out. But it's a process. We're getting there. And like I said, I just got one of these. I have so many of these little like bin things from Target, and inside is just all my pajamas, robes, things like that. All right. In terms of shoes, before I started working for Chloe, I had maybe 5 pairs of shoes, if that. I have never been a shoe connoisseur. Most people know this about me, but I was born with a disability. Therefore, I have a lot of orthopedic issues, like legs, feet, ankles, everything. I've had a ton of surgeries. I can't wear high heels, which is like so ironic that I ended up working for literally a high heel company with the most beautiful high heels. I can't wear them. I don't wear heels that are really over 2 inches. They have to be a block heel. It's very specific. So that's why I gravitated first of all towards like the sneaker trend with dresses and everything. I felt very left out of kind of like the shoe industry until I kind of broadened what it meant to me. Honestly, it is this deep to be a woman that buys and wears shoes. Like I just had to rethink that. So now most everything I do is a kitten heel. My favorite new addition though is y'all, Tevas. Shirley said it. Tevas! They are chic. I don't care what anybody says. I freaking love them. I think with a dress, leggings, skirts, anything. Tevas are the bomb. These are a company called Arizona Love. I got these on Shopbop, and they have this like pearl. I might get blurry, but this like pearl embellishment. They have one with bandana. Some are leopard print. I love wearing these with dresses. It kind of switches it up from sneakers for me. Otherwise, most of my sneakers are downstairs on the shoe rack, but I've had these forever. I really say you've got to have like a white pair, kind of like a crazier pair, and then maybe like a neutral, like a tan or a gold, and then a gray. So I guess that's like 4 pairs, but you can choose. Oh, Shopbop sales section is sublime. All the things I have in here from Shopbop, it's many. I'm new to Shopbop, but I love it. The stuff comes to me in 2 days. They have the most fabulous selection. They actually carry Chloe Gosselin shoes, so they're very smart. I try to... So something that is really good for someone like me that doesn't wear heels is also finding vintage shoes, which the RealReal is great for because they have a lot of like... I'll show you... they're stuffed because I keep most of my shoes stuffed to keep their form. But like Ferragamo low heel shoes, like $70, and then there's usually always a discount. But for me, a low heel is absolutely everything. Like I said, the highest I go is the shoe that I wore for our wedding, which is like just a Stuart Weitzman simple sandal, which was a splurge, but it was for our wedding, and I have worn this to pretty much every wedding / event / night out ever since then. They have gotten their wear and tear. Let's see. A trend that I did want to be a part of because I feel like it's not going to go away. And I personally really like it, and it's a way for me to wear a heel, is something that wraps around the ankle. So I got these from DSW, perfect 2-inch heel, and they are Mark Fisher, which this was kind of like my fast fashion cheat of the quarter, I guess. And they wrap around the ankle, which I'm loving that trend right now. And brown croc is a big trend. And I just feel like I will wear these all summer, truly. So like I said, I'm trying to stay away from fast fashion. I am. And one of the ways I've been able to do that is basically at the beginning of every season. So if that's spring, summer, if that's fall, if you're going to throw in like a resort, okay, a pre-fall, I make a note in my phone and I say, these are the items I would like to have. So let's say for spring, I said like, I really want Tevas. I really want a woven bag. I really want a linen dress, and sure, those 3 things, sure. if I am shopping and I am going to buy something and it's not on that list, I'm not buying it. And it takes a little bit of getting used to, but once you concretely put down, these are the things I want, this is what I'm looking for, it becomes so easy when you are shopping online to be like, I don't really need that because it's not on my list. Stick to the list. It has helped me like curb unnecessary spending like crazy. Basically, I'm like the most responsible shopper ever. I think my husband would agree, Mike. Don't you agree? Exactly. So the exact items. So I know that like last fall I was like, I really want nice white jeans and I want like a menswear blazer. So I bought some white redone jeans, saved my money, got these, and then I from Shop got this like awesome men's inspired blazer. Oh good, Carrie, you read the blog post. Yeah, I have a post about it on the Nines, which honestly just this one little trick saved me. It saved me because sometimes at the beginning of the season you're just seeing so much and you get so caught up in all the trends and what you see bloggers wearing and celebrities wearing, and you need a way to hone that in. All right, I'm gonna pull up my Instagram questions because like I said, there were some really, really good ones. I was blown away. Where are they? Here we go. All right. So someone asked if I categorize by color, style, or color and style. So I do style first and then by color. As we went over, the most important thing is by style. I can't tell you how many times I would be like looking through my dresses and I'd be like, oh my God, there's a t-shirt there that I haven't seen in 6 months because I didn't know. How can I style high-waisted things when I'm all legs and zero torso? Girl, I wish I was all legs. I am no legs. And especially one of my last surgeries, I remember I was so upset because they're like, it's gonna take it was like a quarter of an inch off of my left leg. And I was gonna be like just a little bit. I was like, no, I need every quarter of an inch I can have, but I'm fine. I'm okay being 5 foot, almost 1. But if you have a short torso and you wear long legs and you want to wear high-waisted stuff, my number one tip is do not tuck things in completely. So this, I'm going to show you, even though I actually have a long torso and no legs, and these are just leggings. But if you have jeans, pants, whatever, do not do a full tuck. See how much shorter that made my waist look? That looks so much shorter. It doesn't look like my torso is long anymore. So you're going to do the half tuck, which you can do it in the middle, but I think I'm not a big fan of the middle. I always go off to the side. So leave it mostly tucked out if you have a short torso and you're wearing something high-waisted, and half tuck it off to the side. Or if you do want to tuck it in and then throw something on longer. So like a blazer, a sweater, a trench coat. You want the illusion of your body is longer than it is, and especially if you are just petite in general, having something off the shoulder gives you a little bit more length. So it's kind of that illusion of that there's more here than there actually is. Where do I shop for jeans? I pretty much only buy Levi's jeans. The redone ones I have in white. I actually got them on the Real, which I guess those are Levi's anyway. But for a petite person, all I buy is the Levi's. Let's take them out actually. I have them in black. I have them in like a light wash. And I recently just got this dark wash. I get them on Shop. So these are the wedgie straight. And I always have to get them hemmed. I just know that for me, all jeans are going to have to be hemmed ever. But the wedgie straight from Levi's is everything to me. To me, these are the best jeans. They're really, really moderately priced. I'm going to fold them and put them back where they belong. That's the other thing I've been trying to do. Because my friends still to this day make fun of me. Growing up, I don't know if anybody else had this, but I always had the chair in the corner of my room where like at night, just all my clothes would pile up on there. And like a month later, I would have to take them all off. But it looked just like a clothes monster in my room at all times. Maybe some people still have the chair. Mike took a chair out of our room, and maybe it was for that reason. Dress styles most flattering for petite peeps. Peeps being people. But for petite people, so that's something I've really had to work on, being very short and also like nothing going on up here. It has been hard for me because that's not really who clothes are designed for. So in terms of dresses, I think a midi length is great. You are probably going to have to alter something to a midi length unless you get like a maxi dress and then it becomes a midi. Great. But I think midis are very flattering on petite people. I think something, if you can find a dress that's like straight but has like a big sleeve or an embellishment up here, I think that's really nice to play with your proportions. The most flattering dress shape for a petite person, which I don't have a lot of just because I personally don't like showing my legs that much, is a high-low. So a high-low hem. So, one that is shorter in the front and longer in the back. That's definitely the most flattering shape for a petite person because it makes your legs look a lot longer. What's nice, I think, about being petite is you can play with a lot of different proportions. I wear like really big chunky sweaters in the winter, and I've had people straight up telling me like, that looks bad on you. Like you're too small to be wearing that. Like, show your figure. I don't care. I don't need to show my figure all the time. If I want to wear a gigantic sweater that comes down to here, I'm going to half tuck it. I'm going to wear some cute pants. And that's me. I don't think we need to conform to what petite dressing is. I think it can be a lot of different things. You gotta play around. What was my most frivolous purchase ever? Oh God. It was so stupid. All right. And I did it at my own job. It was so irresponsible and no one stopped me. There was a Saint Laurent denim vest, and on the back it was just like this big patch of like fake animal hair, and it looked like leopard. This thing was so impractical. Like, you could wear this thing absolutely nowhere, but with my discount it was like 80% off, but even still then it was like $500. And I paid for it in increments. I don't know why. I just felt like I had to have a denim vest with like animal fur on the back, but I did. And as soon as I was done paying it off and I took it home, I was like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever done in my life. In terms of purchasing, I asked my work. I was like, I haven't worn it yet. Like, can I return it? And of course, my manager, who I'm sorry, she was awful. I'm just going to say that. Everyone knows it. Everyone that like knows me knows it. She would not let me return it, which is fair as fair. It was final sale. I had to oblige by the rules. What I did was I turned around, I sold it on the RealReal, new with tags, for more than what I paid for it. So I ended up making money off that horrible, horrible purchase, which was great. All right, let me get back to these questions. Oh, someone asked me, said I'm 18 plus, join my channel. No, thank you. Do I save and budget for pieces or just follow my heart? I would say for the most part, I follow my heart. Like, if I see a piece and I really like it, I will wait until it goes on sale. I will wait until I feel like I'm in a financial position to do so. I'm just not someone that goes on the internet. It's like, I love that dress, I'm going to buy it. I also have a little bit of like a 24-hour rule, unless it's something on the RealReal, because that stuff goes so fast, you've got to get on it. I try to wait 24 hours. If after 24 hours, if I've gone on like Shopaholics and let's say I see a sweater, if in 24 hours I'm still like, yes, I really, really want that, can't stop thinking about it, I will buy it. If not, I'll pass. What is the most special thing in your closet? The skirt I went over is very special. Oh, this is. I have this dress. I'll bring it back over here. And I actually don't even keep it in a dust bag because it just makes me happy to come in my closet and see. This is a dress. It's DVF. I did get it on sale, but my mom and stepdad actually bought it for me because it's the dress I wore to my mom and stepdad's wedding, which was so incredibly special. My mom had been single for I think almost 25 years, and then she met Paul, and it was just the most beautiful, beautiful day. And so full of joy. And as soon as I tried this dress on, my mom and Paul were like, that's what we want you to wear. And it's just something very special to me. I wore it for New Year's Eve, I think, this year. It's not the dress I wore during my first live stream on Newness. That was another sequined thing because clearly I love sequins. It was a bodysuit that I got earlier last year from Zara, and I wear it all the time. I went through like a Zara binge last year in the winter, and then I was like, in the new year, I need to stop. Like, I can't keep buying from Zara. This is irresponsible, and they just get you, though, because they are really good at, like, merchandising and styling on the website and, like, being on trend. And that would be the most special thing in my closet. That just means a lot to me. I would never get rid of it. What kind of bags do I like? So I'm a very simple bag lady. I don't like anything with too many logos, anything that's too loud. I really like to stay classic. My favorite brand for bags is Mansur Gabriel, for sure. They don't really have a logo on it. They're really sleek. They're very feminine. I usually ask for one for like my birthday, because I'm not just like going out and buying Mansur Gabriel bags. So I just like send Michael that link and like hope it comes. So one of my favorite from them, I think it's either called like the Ocean or the Sunrise bag, I think. But I always get their stuff in neutral tones, so black, tan, and I just have like this little leather bag from them, and this is always my little purse, and it comes with a long strap too, which I really like. But I'm very into just neutrals, I think, because my clothes tend to be a little bit loud and dramatic. So with bags, I want to stay really simple, neutral. I love vintage bags, especially vintage bags are a great way to dupe a Mansur Gabriel. Especially more like the patent styles that they have. I'm trying to see if I have one here, but I don't. Almost always find like a Mansur looking bag on Etsy. I'm trying to think of more staples that I would recommend keeping in your closet. Oh, so something I've been really into is sets lately, especially being at home, but I've had this one for a while. It's that same brand called Rhode, Rhode. I know Newness dropped a link in there. Thank you guys. I'm really obsessed with sets because you can wear them together and it looks really chic. You can wear them separate. Like, for instance, I wear this top with jeans all the time. I wear the pants with sweaters. I wear the set with high heels to go to dinner. I've worn it with sneakers to travel, like on a long flight. You can always find Rhode on sale. I'm telling you, I got this really on sale. The fabrics are just really gorgeous. The prints are beautiful. And I think that sets are a very simple way and cost effective, because you're getting two pieces, to just look very put together and very chic, and you feel good in them. And something that I had to learn was how to take pieces and, like, because originally when I just got this, I was like, it's pajamas, so I'm just gonna wear it like to travel, or to do something really casual. And then it was, again, Linda Dresden told me, she's like, wear it with heels. It's cool. I was like, it is? And then I wore it with heels. I was like, it is. So I'm obsessed with sets. This is probably my main one. It's kind of like their classic pajama set. I know Daily Sleeper also has one that's really cool. And then obviously like my entire world sweatsuits, which I wouldn't necessarily wear that with heels, but I would wear it with like my Tevas or something, and go out casually. So I think that would be really cool. But it's really about filling your closet with things that you feel good about. Like, if I buy something, I'm like, oh man, I really shouldn't have bought that. Like, I couldn't afford it, or it was fast fashion. I shouldn't be doing that. Like, it has to be stuff that you feel good about no matter what. I didn't get a new entire world sweatsuit. I actually bought the yellow one around my birthday, and it just looked so bad on me. It was not my color at all. I had to return it. I would love to get a white one from them, but I'm worried that I will just stain it and get stuff all over it. But I have their blue one, and then I just have a gray one. I got them from Nordstrom, and these pieces are so loved in my closet. It's literally insane. Let's see. Again, like, just a lot of pieces I have are vintage because I love the thrill of like a vintage hunt, and it makes me feel good to buy them, because it's good for the environment. But another thing that is a splurge, but I think they're the best, okay? And I've turned my friends onto them. Normally you can find a code, get them on sale. Are Redone. The brand is RE/DONE. It's their ribbed tank top, and you're gonna log on, you're gonna go, Alex, they're stupid expensive. in the summer, I am wearing one of these every single day. I have a white one. I have this like tie-dye one. They're layered here because I ran out of hangers. And I have a black one. These are just like the best quality tank tops to wear with a skirt, to wear under a dress, to just wear with jeans and like a cardigan. I wear these with absolutely everything. They've been worth the price to me 10 times over. It's a lot easier for me to pay a little bit more for something when I know it's going to be a staple in my closet rather than something that I'm like, it's for an event. I can wear it once. Everyone needs an entire world sweatsuit. I'm trying to tell you guys, it's like, there's this new brand, I think it's called Pangea or something like that. And I was like, ooh, these are really cute. But it's so much money. And the entire world, it's expensive, but it's worth it. And it's like less of a pill to swallow. And I'm wearing like a piece of entire world every day. I'm wearing the sweats. I'm wearing one of the sweatshirts. I would really like to get some of their little t-shirts because they seem very nice. Honestly, I would like their underwear. They just came out with underwear. I'm like, great. Sign me up. All right. We went over jeans. We went over bags. Like I said, for shoes, I like to just stay very classic. I'm not like a big shoe buff. I've gotten a couple pairs from my work that I can't wear them for longer than like 15 minutes. Not because they're uncomfortable, just because of me not being able to literally walk in high heels. Like I got a pair and I took them on vacation with us and I was like, we're just going to dinner. Like I'm going from the car to the table, from the table to the car. When dinner was over and it was time for me to walk from the table to the car, I was like this is how I walked to the car. I was like, oh. And they were like 2.5 inches maybe. That just goes to show you guys I'm not a heel wearer. Have I been ordering any new clothes during quarantine? Yes, I have. I am big on vintage right now in quarantine because it feels good to support a small business. I know I wore this in a stream the other day, but I got this off Etsy, which I love. I got this little pajama set, which I showed you guys. Big on vintage right now. And the other thing that's really going on is a lot of brands are doing sample sales, including the brand that I work for, Chloe Goslin. We've been doing a drop every Wednesday, but there's a designer, her name is Alejandra Alonso Rojas, and she's been doing a sample sale, and normally I think she's like the most talented designer. I mean, truly right now, I feel like she should be getting all the press in the world. She's good friends with Chloe, but she just makes the most beautiful prints. Everything is so well made, and she's doing drops every Sunday on her website. Again, it's Alejandra Alonso Rojas. Bye, Jenny. But I got this off her sample sale. I actually just ordered something else because it's all like 80% off. It's the only time I'm going to be able to afford it. And it's just very thoughtful clothing. I am all about thoughtful buys and thoughtful clothing right now. So, I went over all the Instagram questions. But don't worry, like stuff from Target pops in there from time to time. I got this right before we went to Hawaii, and I got like this like moo dress from them that I've been wearing around the house. Target honestly is making it very hard not to shop fast fashion because they've been absolutely popping off lately. But this was like a little safari jacket thing. If they still have it, I highly recommend getting it because I would wear it as a top and I'd wear it open as a jacket. All right, I'm trying to see if I missed any questions here, but I think I was pretty on top of it tonight. Thank you guys for coming into my closet with me. If you have any other style questions, just come to me on Instagram. I really like doing these for you guys because I think that it's very easy to get caught up in Instagram culture, about having to have what's new right now and having to really keep up with others. And one of the best things I've ever done for myself is say that I am going to be true to my style. And I have friends that come to me all the time and say, oh, I saw you wearing this and I really want to wear that. I'm like, if that's you, then 100%. But if it's not, don't feel like that's the only way you're going to look chic or trendy or good. As long as you feel good in it, that is going to come out, and that is what is going to be, that's what others are going to see, and that's really what I try to achieve. If people think it's too much, if they think it's too extra, if they think it's just flat out ugly, I still feel good in it. Like, my sister tells me that stuff I wear is ugly all the time, so we have totally different style, but like, I'm still wearing it. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for being in the chat. It's probably going to take us like an hour and a half to take down this production because Michael did such a good job with it. Like I said, if you have any questions in the meantime, come to me on Instagram. A housekeeping note, next week the streams will be Tuesday and Thursday. We are not doing Monday. We will be doing Tuesday instead because we got something going on Monday, work-wise. So I will see you guys then. Thank you very much for joining. I will stay in the chat for a couple more minutes in case you have any questions. Thanks, guys. See you on Tuesday.